Welcome to Israel, a young and small country less than a century old and spread across less than 21,000 square kilometers, just half the size of small countries such as Switzerland and the Netherlands, with the same number of people as New York City alone. However, Israel's population is rapidly growing. Fertility rate is nearly twice as high as the OECD average. The population here is comprised of Jews, Muslims, Christians, and members of other religions, which creates a country with great diversity, but also several opposites: conservative yet liberal, traditional yet innovative. On one hand, Israel is a country that highly values tradition. The national holidays are the Jewish ones, and the official day of rest is Saturday, in accordance with Judaism. That's why each Saturday all the public institutions are shut down, public transportation ceases, and most stores remain closed. Israel is also a very patriotic country, with the Israel Defense Forces holding a prominent place in culture. There is a mandatory service for both men and women, which means almost every Israeli gets to experience the army firsthand. But alongside the tradition and the strictness of the army, Israel is a very liberal country. Around 200,000 people from all over the world join Israelis every year marching in Tel Aviv's Pride Parade. Tel Aviv is also a hub for culture, leisure, and recreation, with numerous festivals, concerts, and restaurants around the city. Actually, Tel Aviv is offering the highest number of sushi restaurants per capita outside Tokyo and New York. Israeli consumers are highly connected. Almost 90% own a smartphone and they use it over 7.4 hours a day, not consecutively, of course. Israelis like to shop online. 1/3 of all apparel and footwear purchases are made online, with a portion of online shopping expected to double within the next few years. Overall online purchases grow at a double-digit rate. Similar to their country, Israeli consumers contain many contrasts. On one hand, they are looking to save as much as possible. After all, the cost of living in Tel Aviv is amongst the highest in the world. That's why low-cost chains are popping up everywhere, gaining a lot of success. Israelis are also not willing to pay extra for sustainable products. They expect them to cost the same. On the other hand, the Israeli consumer work hard for their salary, so when they can, they want to indulge themselves. About half of the Israelis travel at least once a year. The amount of flight departures increases by double digits every year. Israelis also like to groom themselves. The average spend on beauty products and cosmetics per household is more than double its US parallel. Well, Israel is very humid, which means a lot of showers. The Israeli consumer likes to try new things. They adopt global trends and rank third in innovation openness. Then again, they are very loyal to local, deep-rooted brands such as Telma, Strauss, Tnuva, Awesome, and Sano, which outperform international competition in market share, especially in food. Food is an important component in the Israeli culture. Many families gather every weekend for a family dinner, not to mention the holidays. That's what you get when the distances are so short. And what do Israelis like to eat when they gather? Israel is ranked first in poultry consumption per capita, third in vegetable consumption, and fourth in meat consumption. However, almost a quarter of the population cut back on meat or refrain from it altogether. Israelis care about their health. 50% read product labels, and 40% will choose a product based on its calories. Yet, Israelis have a sweet tooth. Average consumption of sweet snacks per household is constantly growing, and 38% drink 3 or more cups of sweet soft drinks every day. Thought you had it all figured out? Well, all this information only applies to the general sector, which is less than 70% of the population. The Orthodox sector makes for 12% of the population and grows twice as fast, with an average of almost 7 children per family. An important term for the Orthodox world is kosher, a set of rules that determines which foods are approved or forbidden according to the Torah. Orthodox Jews maintain a strict policy and will only eat food approved by specific rabbis and organizations. Orthodox households usually don't have a TV set or an internet connection. They have dedicated communication channels, mainly newspapers, radio stations, and peshkivals, the famous outdoor posters. Less than 50% use the internet, mostly for work purposes. Orthodox Jews tend to shop in dedicated chain stores that offer high kosher level products they buy in bulk, aligned with the size of their family. The Arab sector makes for 20% of Israel's population. 85% are Muslim and the rest are Christian. The Arab consumer follows traditional shopping patterns, such as high consumption of food and other goods during Ramadan. At the same time, there is a modernization process driven by the growth in education and employment. The Arab consumers are likely to buy international brands such as Lipton, many of which are advertised on Arab TV networks. So, how does Israel's future look? Promising. Israel is a technology and innovation powerhouse. Israel is second in the world in patents per capita. We have about 300 R&D centers for international companies and over 5,000 active startups. More than 1,000 startups are founded every year, and exits of multi-billion dollars are not uncommon. Not bad for such a small country. Drip irrigation, solar water heating, Mobileye, Waze, these are all Israeli inventions. So as we said, Israel is a young country that develops very rapidly. Want to know what else is about to happen here? You'll just have to visit us again.